Hi, my name is Gina Snow. I will be telling you a little bit about myself and also share with you something that is important to me in my life, and just share with you a little bit about how I obtained that. So first of all, I am a junior in the SAGU's School of Distance Education. I have a double major. One of them is Intercultural Studies, and the other is English with a minor in TESOL, which is Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. I have never been to Texas, never been on the SAGU campus, but I live out here in Southern California where I was born and raised. I have 3 younger siblings, and let's see, what else? I have career goals that involve both my majors, hence the reason why I have 2. I don't know if you know what tent making is, but tent making is when you have a secular job to go with your religious job or your ministry job. So the TESOL is going to be my tent making job, and the Intercultural Studies is to help me in more of a faith-based setting. I also would like to tell you a little bit of how I became a Christian. I went to Christian schools all my life, from first grade through college, and I received Christ as my Savior when I was 5, almost 6, so a very early age. It wasn't until I was about 13 that I started to really apply that to my day-to-day living. A few things that I like to do. My sister and I just recently launched a resale of clothes kind of thing on the app Depop. So we do a lot of selling clothes that we would otherwise donate or throw in the trash. So it's something that's been kind of recently taking up my free time. I also love to read, and it pretty much covers my free time. Sleep is good as well. Now, what I would like to get out of this class, there are 4 main reasons why I think this would be useful. Number 1 is I hate public speaking. This is easier for me because I'm at my grandparents' house, but usually I have a past of beet red and even crying, all choked up when I give a speech just because I'm terrified. So this is nice because I actually know the people here. 3 other reasons why this class will benefit me is 1, when I am overseas doing charity work, I've done an internship before, and a lot of times, regardless of whether you are a preacher or not, they would like to have you speak. And I hate that, but I know that having a background in speech will help. Also, a lot of times you need to get support when you're here stateside, and also they would like to hear you speak. So that is important as well. Also, inspiring other people for what I believe in, that's also a benefit, because you can inspire people one-on-one, but it's also more time effective to do if you trigger people at once. As a thing for how speakers that I like, honestly I have trouble thinking about this. I have several. I like Annie Downs. I've never actually seen her speak live. I just like her podcast. Someone that inspired me when I was a teen was Susie Schellenberger, who used to work for Focus on the Family. I went on mission trips with her, or with a huge group of teenagers, and she often preached, and she just inspired me as a teen. My favorite pastors that I listen to on Spotify is Timothy Keller and Matt Chandler, who I think is in Texas, so maybe you guys know who that is. As for a non-faith-based speaker, Sojourner Truth, Ain't I a Woman is a very inspirational feminist and anti-racist speech as well. And finally, I will tell you a little bit about what has inspired me. It's not really cultural in a sense that it's my background, which I am Latina. Both my grandmothers were born in Mexico, and so this area I'm very influenced by that culture. But you know what? A Bible is multicultural. The reason why I chose this is because the requirement was for something that inspires me and changed my life. And it was really hard to find something that I had more could speak something passionate about. So I would definitely say my Bible. This thing is beat up, very old. Got it when I was about 12 or 13 years old, and I don't want to part from it and get a new Bible because there are so many markings in there. So it's just kind of nice having all my thoughts there. At some point, though, I'm going to have to get a new one. And that pretty much covers about me.